Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now a few little things before we jump into the game that I'm going to make some changes because to make the content a little better. First off, I am going to be limiting any future videos to about 1 hour. Um, as of this point, I have about 6 or 7 videos queued up. I'm still trying to upload my very first one at this point, so we're going to go make the actual uploads a little smaller. The other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing jumping a bit around. What that means is I'm not just going to tell it to set to record and then just go do whatever. So it's going to look a little more disjointed, but this way then I can edit out a lot of the boring things like going to have to go get biomass or getting resources to go unlock something. I'll just basically start recording when I get to that unlock point and move on. This way it'll make the content a lot better for everybody, and this way that hour will be hopefully it'll advance the storyline, so to speak, a little quicker. So last time we were getting things ready to make advanced steel production. We were getting these pipes made, which as you can see are being made. So like I said, we're going to come back when I have enough stuff ready for the advanced steel production, and then we're going to start upgrading Mark II miners. Okay, as you can see, we all have the materials we need to get advanced steel production up and running.
Milestone reached. The Miner Mark II allows extraction of resources from nature to fix it at twice the speed of the Mark I model. Miners can be directly upgraded to Mark II without removing the Mark I model, just like conveyor belts and other upgradable infrastructure. Unfortunately, setting up the production of advanced steel parts and project part number 3, automated wiring, will not be as easy. Every moment you delay reduces the chances of saving humanity. I will not show you the predictions, it would only demotivate you.
Well, thank you very much for your concern, Ada. Okay. Next thing we're going to work on here is going to be the blueprints. We're going to do a little bit of recording here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to upgrade to the Mark II miners, and I want to get steel beams automated. So let's see, what do we need here for the Mark II miner? We need modular frames and encased industrial beams, which means we need steel beams that we don't have right now. How quaint. So I am going to increase the clock speed on this for making ingots, for the simple reason being I need to take some and make steel beams I don't have available at the moment. Alright, we're going to pause the recording yet again here, and I'll get a few things set up, and then we'll come back. Alright, now we are going to upgrade this miner, and it's really as simple as just going and selecting the Mark II miner, selecting right over it, and now we're producing 240 coal maximum per minute. So now the problem is our belts can only do 120 per minute because they're Mark II belts. We would need to upgrade to Mark III belts, which we don't have at the moment. However, that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to set up a production line to make steel beams, because we need... Come on. There we go. Good enough. And for the now, we're going to temporarily disable that one, and then we're going to put in another foundry, or not. Alright, we're going to put another foundry in, And now this one is going to be set up for steel beams. We need 60 ingots a minute. Now these only produce 45, so we have to overclock it to 60. 60, go. Alright, we're going to put some iron ore. We'll put some coal in there. We need to make some belts going from here to there. That's going to make steel beam. And then we need to do some plumbing here. Or not plumbing, belting, excuse me. So we're going to put a splitter in because we need to split this off. Good enough. Get that started, and then we need to get the oh, come on. Okay. Now we just need to add another splitter here. Like so. Pipe it into there. Now we have iron. Oh, and of course we are not going because we have no power. I need a power pole. Where is our nearest power pole? Hook that up. We'll hook that up. And now we're producing steel beams. All right. Now we need 60 plus 30, so we need 90 iron per minute. We have more than enough coal because we're producing 240 coal per minute. But I am not sure how much iron we're producing per minute at this time. Oh, that was a normal node, but that's only producing 60, which means we don't have enough. So what's going to end up happening is we're okay for now, but we're going to start to run out of resources here pretty fast. So what we're going to do is we need to spam a few of these. So we're going to need modular frames, steel piping, which we have now plenty of. One other thing I do recommend doing from time to time with Satisfactory, believe it or not, is just let it run. When, for example, let's say you're going to go eat dinner or something, just to build up resources. Like, as you can see, that's part of the problem I'm having right now is I'm using so many resources that I'm using them faster than they're being created. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go let this keep producing resources, and then we're going to then upgrade that other miner. I'll make some encased industrial beams, and then once I get enough of those, then I'm going to start to work on the next milestone, as you can see in the upper corner, the blueprints, and then I'm going to copy over some blueprints so I can increase my power, because that's going to become a problem very, very soon here. Yeah, our capacity versus we're almost using 400 megawatts. I want to double or triple that, and I've got some blueprints already set up. that I can spam them down and I can produce a lot more power than what I'm doing. Okay, here we are at this miner that we're going to upgrade it to a level 2 miner. Now we should be producing enough iron ore for our steel making facility. Because it's now producing 120 iron per minute, which is the maximum capacity of the belt. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we are going to come back when I have enough of the items to get the blueprints, and then we're going to start increasing our power by quite a bit, because we're going to need a lot more power if we're going to majorly expand the base and add more production lines, because I start adding 1 or 2 more lines and I'm going to start blowing fuses again, and that's not what I want to do. Also, I want to get rid of these biomass burners. Alright, here we go. Alright, secondary objective. While I'm waiting for some items to be built, I decided to go get some quartz here, because I need quartz for to start unlocking that tree, because I need some upgrades to myself. Like I need those I forget what the names of them are. The basically the water legs that will help me run around faster around the world. Of course, right now we need modular frames because I don't have enough. In my little adventure, I also picked up another Mercer Sphere and another Power Slug. Which hopefully, if we can find some summer sloops, we can start turning those into power shards. Okay, that is done. Production, we're going to throw a miner out here. And then we're going to truck this all the way back to the base. I'll spare you guys all that, and we'll be back. Alright, as you can see, we're doing a little bit of exploring. And we've run into our first spiders.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Initial data suggests these are predators, but notably they do not have a traditional mouth or eyes. There are, however, numerous cavities on their head which could fulfill a similar function. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
And a little earlier, I also got a hatcher remain, and now I can put that into the MAM and be able to research that. I'm trying to find a way to get back to my base, and I have to just be exploring and found that cave. I think we're going to have to go up this hill. Okay. Okay, we're back at base. We're going to take and research the hatcher and then the stinger.
The remains researched belong to a plant-like organism hosting the larva of the flying crab, the most mature of which hatch when threatened. Hatcher remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration. The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers. Stinger remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving Pioneer safety during exploration.
Alright, those are two more things that we can turn into protein, which the protein is good for putting it into the awesome sink for getting coupons, which we will do eventually. Alright, we're back at the BAM here. We're going to go research some Nobelisks since we now have the materials for it.
Detonator and Basic Nobelisk unlocked. Most obstacles can be cleared with the Basic Nobelisk. It is most effective against organic material and is able to destroy small boulders and porous rock. Deployed Nobelisks will stick to the first solid surface they touch and queue on the universal detonator. If you do not recall the order in which you deployed the Nobelisks, remember FIXIT does not take responsibility for any harm caused due to human error, even if those errors are genetic.
Thank you, Ada. As usual, you are always positive. Not right now, but we'll be able to automate the Nobelisks. As you can see, it takes some black powder and steel pipe, which we have, and then we can start automating the Nobelisks. But that will be a project for another time. Right now, what I'm going to do is I am going to get the quartz brought over here. I already have the miner hooked up to power. And you see that power line right there is going back. And the item I could not think of because my brain had a brain fart was, they're called Blade Runners, is the item, but you need silica for that. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get on this zip line. If I had the Blade Runners, I'd be able to get onto this power line, and because it lets you jump a little higher. And I keep missing the damn zip line. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll get that done. Okay, we are going to get some of the quartz unlocked. I took enough from the belt to get the quartz crystal and to get the silica researched in the MAM. We'll do that. We'll do the next one as well.
Research completed. Silica recipe unlocked. New quartz research available. Research completed. Quartz crystal recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
How redundant. Thank you, Ada. However, this is what I really want now, is the Blade Runners. In fact, I have enough to do it. We're just going to unlock it.
Blade Runners unlocked. Equipped to run faster, jump with greater force, and decrease fall damage that might otherwise have lowered your value to FIXIT.
And then the other one is more inflated pocket dimension, which is more in your inventory, which we will unlock pretty quick because we don't use a lot of silica. The crystal oscillator is a nice thing to have, not necessity. And then the shatter rebar is a rebar for the rebar gun, which we don't have built yet, but it acts as a shotgun. All right, now we're going to get rid of the MAM, and we're going to see if we can build the Blade Runners out here in the equipment workshop. We'll build one of them. Oh, and we can. Okay, we're going to build it and then equip it. I have enough material out here. Okay, we'll get rid of that. We're going to go tab. And then we're going to put this goes on our legs, but it allows us to jump. That's without it. Can jump a lot quicker and you move a lot faster. It's the earliest upgrade you can get for the player, and it makes such a big difference. And also when you drop down, you do take a lot less fall damage based on the height. Okay, I am going to go and get the quartz from where it is now, which is right here. get it all the way over towards that towards our base, and then I'm going to bring all of you back once I'm going to get the assembly line set up to make the quartz crystal and to make the silica, and I'm just going to stick it in bins for now. And then because we will be using it, like I said, I want to get that inflated pocket dimension will be the next personal upgrade. All right, the setup for making the silica and the quartz crystal is really simple. You need one constructor. You take the raw quartz in, as you can see, you need 22.5 a minute. You get 37.5 silica, so you actually get more with the basic recipe than what you put in. And then for the quartz crystal, it's kind of the exact opposite. You put in a lot more raw quartz to get a lot less crystal, but always trade-offs, but that's all you need. It's a very, very simple production line, and then what we're going to do is, like I've said before, we're going to make a couple of bins, and then upgrade this, put power to 1, power to 2, and that's it. Our quartz production line is now up and running, and we're going to make, the big thing we need right now is we need the quartz, the crystal, not the crystal, the silica, to get that inflated pocket dimension that I want to upgrade to, which unfortunately right now we are completely out of silica because we used all the silica to make the blade runners that we have on, but that's okay. I believe we don't need a lot of that anyway. Go back to quartz. Actually, no, we have 127. Okay, we do actually have some. Okay, my mistake. We need a total of 200. We have 25 already just in the span of how long that's been running, which is not very long. Yeah, you make 37.5 a minute. It goes very, very quick to build things. Basically, within the span of 2 minutes, we're going to have enough for that. The other thing we're going to probably also unlock is a crystal oscillator. That will unlock radar technology, which is down here. That, though, is going to take a little bit longer to unlock. So, in the interim, I'm going to go check on how much steel beams. Okay, we have steel beams for our blueprints. We also have a bunch more pipes, which I'm just going to take some for some of my personal inventory. There's a couple of things I need to get out of there. That's the other reason why I want to increase my pocket dimension, because I'm really starting to run low. And to be honest, you don't really use the quartz stuff much in the game until even later in the game, so it's kind of, this bin will be full before I take and actually use that. Both bins, I should say, will be full. And now we're going to upgrade, and we're going to get more inventory slots. Yay! Always good to have more.
Pocket dimension now extra dimensionalized with additional dimensional capacity.
Well, that clears everything up. Thank you, Ada, as always. Informative. Yes, I am being very sarcastic. I am aware. All right. We'll come back when we're up a little further. All right, time for blueprints. What do you have to say, Ada?
Milestone reached. Blueprints reduce repetitive building tasks, further optimizing your progression towards saving Earth, with its beautiful ecosystems, abundant natural resources, and sunsets over frolicking puppies and kittens. The Blueprint Designer allows you to build and combine structures once and then duplicate that configuration effortlessly. Any complaints about the spatial restrictions will only reveal your own inefficiencies.
I believe I said this before, but I'll say it again. The Mark I Blueprint Designer, which we just unlocked. It's a 4x4 grid. The Mark II is 5x5, and I believe the Mark III is 6x6. No. Have to do some further research on that. But anyway, the bigger it is, the more it allows you to do. The next thing we're going to work on will be this as well, which will be Mark III logistics, which use a lot of steel beams, pipes. Actually, we have enough already now, except for the reinforced iron plates, which I already have automated here, and we don't have enough. Okay, that's okay. We're going to go and actually do a few minor things. We're going to go put in some wood in here to get rid of it out of our inventory. We'll do the same thing with the leaves here, get rid of that, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go back over here for the quartz crystal, because that should be done to get the crystal oscillator. Yep, we have enough now. We will go to quartz. We'll get the crystal oscillator, start research. Yep.
Research completed. Crystal oscillator recipe unlocked. New quartz research available.
Yes, we have scannable hard drives in the object scanner, but we need motors, which I do not believe we have unlocked. No, we do have that unlocked. I'm sorry, we don't have it automated. And then the radar tower. This I know we don't have because we need computers and heavy modular frames. The radar tower, as you can see right here, it scans around the areas and it will show you where nodes are that are claimed and unclaimed, and it expands out. It gets rid of more of the black fog. I believe it's 30 kilometers in range of wherever the radar tower is placed, and you can place multiples of them in the world. Ideally, you would put enough so you could see where everything is, and it'll kind of tell you where everything is in the world, which is a nice little upgrade. And then on the quartz, we have the shadow rebar, the Explorer, which is a faster terrain vehicle, or exploration vehicle, excuse me. All right, we will be back.
Once you have built a satisfactory blueprint, interact with the Blueprint Designer terminal to save it. It will then be available in the Blueprints tab of your build menu. Blueprints can always be edited to correct mistakes or optimize. If you find yourself struggling to work within the set size restrictions, remember that this is a you problem, and efficiency can always be improved.
Thank you for the words of wisdom, Ada. Now, as you can see, you have quite a bit of a grid here. I obviously built it in an area where it's way too small. Let's try this again here. We're going to build it in a bit more of an open area. This is only the Mark I blueprint designer. And as you can see, it takes up quite a bit of space. The only good thing is you do not need power for it as well. This is where you would name your blueprint, and then there'll be a box once you place down, like for example, let's just do a smelter, we'll do a constructor here, then you could connect them with belts. And then you can call this constructor plus smelter. Yes, I know my spelling is wrong. It's fine. And then you can add, as you can see, you can also organize this by category, subcategory, etc. In this case, I'm just going to leave this here for now. This is fine. We'll save it. And then if you clear it, there's supposed to be a box here, and then that's the resources for that last one we just used, or just made. Okay, and we're back. I'm going to show you something here where If you notice now, I have a bunch of blueprints here. These are blueprints that I took and saved from a different game that I had. The interesting thing with blueprints is they are not cloud saved at all with Steam. They are saved locally on your hard drive. If you guys would like to see a tutorial on how to transfer them from one game to another, let me know in the comments below. I can show you how to do that. It is not too difficult. Um, but the main reason why I wanted that is because of this blueprint right here with the coal power. Because then I can start spamming coal power. And then the reason why there's two of them here is basically it's flipped, meaning where the pipes are located. I have them on one side versus the other, depending on how belts and stuff like that line up. Now, some of these I can't even build because I don't have certain items unlocked, like the power storage. I can't build because I don't have enough of this material, but I can build these coal powers, so that will greatly increase my available power for the world, which we do need, because it's pretty soon we're going to start blowing fuses again, unfortunately. Trying to see if I have enough. No, I don't. Actually, yeah, I do. We're going to unlock Logistic Belt 3 here. We'll do that just right now in live time, because I should have enough material here. No, I don't. Oh, come on. Oops. My math wasn't mathing today. Okay. We'll be back. Time for Logistics Mark III.
Milestone reached. Improved storage containers and the conveyor belt Mark III provide the obviously necessary tools for improving your current setup. Production speed is of the essence after all. So work hard. Work as if every person you have ever or will ever love is depending solely on the choices that you make. Because they are. Warning. Fix-it psychologists recommend not dwelling on the crushing mental and physical strain of your responsibilities and simply continuing to be productive. Hard work has repeatedly proven to be the best cure for any kind of stress. Now back to work.
Thank you, Ada, for those encouraging words, as always. Okay. Now that we have that done, the other thing that's nice is the industrial storage bins, which I'll just build one here and you can literally see the difference. They are huge compared to your standard storage container, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 40 slots, versus the industrial, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is 48 slots. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 48 slots versus 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 24 slots, so it's literally double the capacity. And also it has 2 inputs and 2 outputs. Okay. I'm going to make my way over towards the coal area. And then I'll show you with the blueprints how fast and easy it is to set up that. Quick little distraction to pick up another Mercer sphere. Now sometimes when you pick them up, you'll have an interaction between Ada and the Mercer sphere, but not this time. Okay. Okay, we're back here at our coal production facility. What we're going to do is we're going to build some more foundations here. We're just going to be, nope, we need 2 meter, and then we need to zoop it. Because what we're going to do is we are going to place down that blueprint that I showed you earlier. We're going to go to blueprints, we're going to go to coal power, And then literally you can rotate the entire.
Building in blueprint mode can further optimize your construction process with snapping and quick dismantling options. Build modes are not just there to make your work easier, they compensate for inevitable human error. Fixit understands humanity like no other, and humanity needs you to be efficient and productive at all times.
And then now all we need to do here we need to hook up water to it, and then we need to hook up some coal to it, and then what we're going to do here is we'll do a split. Conveyor splitter. We'll hook up a Mark II belt right into here. Oh, I should have used my flipped recipe. This is the reason why I have it flipped, because then the belt input would have been on the other side, but it would have looked a little cleaner. And then the only other thing we need to do is to hook power up to it. And as soon as the units get power, or the coal plant gets coal, now you'll see our capacity was at 595. It's now up to 790, and you saw how fast I did it in real time. Now with a Mark I miner, each of these, I believe they take 15. Yes, they take 15 coal per thing. So if we go back to N, we go 60 divided by 15. That equals 4. Well, the problem is we now have 6. So our miner is undersized. Now I've got two options. I can upgrade this miner to a Mark II, or I can turn this one on. I'm going to actually opt to upgrade this miner to a Mark II. Now we're at 120, just like that. We're going to do the same calculation again. 120 divided by 15. Whoops. Yeah, 120 divided by 15. So now we can support up to 8 of these coal power plants with coal at a burn rate of 15 per minute. What we're actually going to do is we're going to spam down another 3. We're going to build more of these. In Satisfactory, it's very important that you get all of your recipes right, because if you don't, you're going to start running into problems. So I'm actually going to use the flipped recipe. And we're going to try to line this up here. We're going to lock it. You can also use the nudge feature with blueprints as well. Now you see, now it's lined up. And now if I build it, the reason why it's flipped is this now is the intake right here for the coal. So we'll slap on another splitter. And then we need to also slap on more water. Okay. You'll see the capacity is not quite stable yet, because the issue is we don't have enough water coming. I don't believe I have enough water coming in to the piping. No, I don't. This one is a coal issue. But you need 45 per minute of water. Well, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 45. So you're going to take 45 times 9. That's 405 water per minute. Our pipes can only support a maximum of 300 per minute. That's going to be a problem. We're not going to have enough water to support all of our items. We need to unlock pipes Mark II pipes, which can do 600 per minute. The only other option would be to put a second line in, which I really don't want to do. So I'm actually going to leave this just as is, even though it's not going to be very efficient. It's going to keep going on and off because of water. And also, believe it or not, because of coal. Because remember, I said we can do 8, not 9. So what we're going to do for now is we're going to upgrade this miner to a Mark II. No, we're not. All right. Which I believe this is a merger. Or, nope, that's a splitter. Splitter. Okay, we're going to just add a merger in here. We're going to run a belt over to there. And we're going to give this power. At least we're going to have enough coal now. But water is going to be the issue now. Or I think this one is going to be coal problems, I believe. Yep, it's a coal problem here. Once that miner gets going and starts producing more coal, it will alleviate the coal problem. And then, as I said, the water issue is still going to be an issue. We just don't have enough capacity. But since we built this ahead of time, or not ahead of time, but since we have enough reserve capacity right now, we'll be okay. But you really want this line to be smooth. You don't want it to be all over the place like it is. Because at this part of the line, the problem is going to be water. Yep. Okay. Well, I think on that note, I'm going to end this video here, a little shorter. Let me guys know if you prefer the jumping around where I'm pausing, or you just prefer to me to keep on going like I've been doing, where I'm just recording everything, the boring parts included. And let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully when we come back, we're going to work on getting Mark II pipes. And if not, then I'll set up a separate water source to get all of these up and running. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe in the comments down below, and we'll catch you next time.